Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Chad the Gaming Dad, back with you once again. Long time no see, but I just couldn't stay away. There's some things that have been going on recently, most notably with Sony and the lack of physical media. Everybody's talking about it, so figured I'd weigh in, give you my 2 cents.
Let's make a video.
What I got going on in the background here, let me switch it over. You'll see I got a little bit of a game called Ace Combat 4. There it is. Ace Combat 4 for the PS2. And what do you know? It works. I just put the disc in and hit start, and what do you know? Look, press start button. No downloads needed. No updates needed. If you want to know how to play the game, there's a big book inside. How nice. And, I mean, yeah, I'm being a bit of a smartass here, but you know the story. Everybody's been talking about it. Everybody's been going on and on about the physical media and everything. And for the gamers, or you don't even have to be a gamer. You could like music, you could like movies, you could like whatever you want. Everybody's affected by it, and in the name of, I don't know, whether it's convenience or whatever, they're trying to make life better for everybody. And yeah, I like having Spotify and listening to just about anything I want to listen to. Streaming services are good, but here's another great example. I've been in the mood to watch these movies ever since I started playing First Light, the 007 game. So I have the box set. Now, what a great artwork they got for the box set, but whatever. I'm not here for the artwork. I'm here for all the CDs. There's a million movies in here, okay? Now, here's a problem with physical media. Sometimes they don't hold up, but everything's in this box set, and I can watch them. Go try to stream. Go try to find a stream for 007 movies right now. Good luck. You're not going to find it unless you want to pay, I don't know, $4 or $5 per movie to rent on Amazon Prime or something. So it's nice to have things, because if you like something, it's nice to have it. You can go back to it. You can watch it. You can play it. You can do whatever you want. Everybody already knows this. I'm not talking about anything new. So, I don't know. Let me go ahead and hit start. We'll just keep on ranting for a while, and I'll play a little bit of Ace Combat 4 for you. So it's not just my boring voice going on and on. So, I had it already loaded up. Okay, so a little story about Ace Combat, especially the ones on the PS2. Got a couple other ones here. I don't know, I just grabbed... Oh, sorry, they're talking. Grabbed a couple different things, you know, just to show for the video. Those are great. I've got other stuff here going all the way to the PS3. These are some games that they lost licenses. So it's not like you have a choice between physical or digital. Stuff like this. War in the North. There's no more Lord of the Rings games that are, you know, licensed by Snowblind Studios or EA or anything. Here's another one. Cool racing game called Blur. All good stuff. All the way back to, like, I had this on my pile too. Old Tiger Woods games. You don't even have to like golf. You just play this because it's fun. They got characters that are, I don't know, have personality. And, I don't know, it's cartoony, it's kind of stupid, but that's what I want to say. The bottom line of this whole video, I think I'm going to name it WTF. Where's the fun? Where did the fun go? You know? Any more new games, it's like a job. You gotta... Okay, let's say there are still physical copies of games. You go get the disc, you bring it home. It's not going to work. Going all the way back to, gosh, a lot of the games on PS3, 360, all of those games, they needed updates. They needed updates frequently, or else they wouldn't run. I don't know. So, I mean, even the physical media for that is kind of sketchy at best because sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't. The one that comes to mind for me is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, the one that got all the hate and had all kinds of like really bad reviews and stuff. But the thing that stuck out for me is it won't work. You can't even play like a broken version of it off of the disc because it won't work. The whole game's not on the disc, as far as I can remember. You had to actually go on and download the rest of it. Otherwise, you just had a coaster. It wasn't doing anything for you. And that's kind of how most of the that's kind of how most of the games are today. Everything you get, you come home, you pop it in. It's not going to play. It's going to download like a 16 gig download or something on your PS5 or, Series X or whatever you're playing on. I mean, you're basically digital anyway. So it sort of sucks, but that's, I don't know. Like I said, that's the name of this video is Where's the Fun? Out of nowhere. I mean, I've always liked flight games. I've always liked Ace Combat, stuff like that. But I just had it out of nowhere. I'm like, oh man, I want to play those old games. And I didn't have them all. I had like maybe one. Well, there's, resale stores, used game stores and stuff like that. I just went and bought the ones I didn't have. They weren't real expensive. And I've been having a great time playing them. I mean, are these graphics as good as what we get today? No. Under no circumstances are they as good as what we get now. But it's not bad. I mean, look at it. You can play the game. It's totally playable. I mean, yeah, it's a little pixelated, things like that, but who cares? Where's the fun? WTF? You need the fun to play games. We don't play games for a job. We don't play games for work. You play them because they're fun. I mean, that was why I made all my videos of fun or run. You don't really care about anything else if it's not fun. It might have the best graphics in the world. It might, Lord knows what it'll do, that it's the greatest thing ever. But if it's not fun, what's the point? You want something that's not fun, you might as well go to work, 'cause at least you get paid for that. Playing games is supposed to be a good time. It's not supposed to be a chore that you have to worry about, making sure you download the right things, making sure. I almost blew up there. I think I touched the water. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. These games are fun. So, you know what? Go ahead. Go all digital. Who cares? I mean, they've been doing it for years and years anyway. Lucky for me, I'm not, a person that's just getting into games. I've been playing stuff since the dawn of time, since the beginning of games, period. So, I mean, I've been collecting for a long time. I've got tons of stuff at home. Everybody always says it. Oh, I got enough games at home to last me the rest of my life. Well, you kind of do. Sometimes you do. And I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of fun to get on here, play a little something that, I don't know of any other way to play this game besides, emulating it or sailing the seven seas and pirating something. I don't know. This is kind of cool because I have an actual PS2 plugged into my computer, along with my camera and all that stuff, just to put this video together. But it's not bad. I don't know how many people out there that are watching this are into a lot of music or vinyls and stuff like that. Those are kind of fun too. They don't have the best audio quality. I mean, some people will debate that, but and they're not as convenient as just turning on Spotify. But you can kind of have an experience with them. You know, it's fun because, I don't know, you open the thing up, you look at a lot of them have the actual lyrics and stuff in there. They got pictures. It's not some tiny little thing. It's pretty sizable. Large vinyls have big vinyl jackets, artwork and stuff. Same thing with these old games. You know, the boxes aren't huge, but they do have cool artwork. And a lot of them still have, the book in there. Book we used to get. I mean, there were so many things about games back in the old days that were fun. It wasn't just about playing the games. It was the whole thing. I think I've talked about it before on old videos where, like on midnight launches for Halo, I would go to the local GameStop and I knew all the people working there. I knew the other people that were buying the game. The guy set a giant TV out in the parking lot and we were playing the game before it actually was midnight. Everybody was playing it in the parking lot at this GameStop at the strip mall down the street. You know, you're not getting that anymore. It's a bummer. I feel bad for my kids and people their age because if you like this kind of stuff, I don't know. Where's the fun? WTF, man. Where's the fun? It's all about money. It's all about just buying stuff, charging you more, microtransactions, DLCs. They want everything digital because then you don't own anything. So you're kind of stuck. You're not going to be able to cancel subscriptions and stuff to have access to games and things like that. I don't know. Obviously, that's what's happening. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to change it. I don't think it's ever going to go back to any, way that it used to be unless you got a time machine. And if you do, let me know. It'd be kind of nice to go back to like the 90s or something. Although I do remember during the 90s, everybody saying that everything sucked. So, I don't know how much we appreciated those days back when we have them. I would say we didn't appreciate it at all. Thought things would just stay the same forever. But nothing stays the same forever. Things are constantly changing whether you want them to or not. But luckily, you do still have some things that you can go back to. Whether it's Ace Combat 4 on your PS2 or your vinyl records or James Bond movies, you do name it. But you only really can go back in time and enjoy those things as long as you have access to it. And physical media makes it easier to have access to it as long as you're good to your stuff and you don't just destroy things. Not everybody can keep things nice. I don't know. I always talk to my kids because they're just, everything anymore is throwaway. Doesn't matter whether it's games or hell, cars, houses, anything. There's very few things out there that people keep for a long time and actually take care of. And I don't necessarily think that that's just because people are lazy or whatever. I think, in some kind of way, the companies want it like that. They don't want to build something that you'll never replace. They want you to buy more. It's the name of the game, man. If you ever wonder why things are the way they are, usually it boils down to cash. So, I don't know. But yeah, I've been talking and playing and shooting things down. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go next. I wasn't listening. I got friendlies up here. I know I got 91% damage, so possibly towards the end of the mission. Who knows? Where am I supposed to go? Yeah. So anyway, not really knocking new games and things like that, but man, with all the stuff that's going on and everything people are talking about with layoffs and, you know, no physical media, digital only and all that. Who knows? Could be headed for another video game crash. But luckily we have all these stores around that have retro games, that have old stuff. I mean, look at games that came out on PS3 or early PS4. I mean, hell, even this one, going all the way back to PS2. It's not unplayable. It looks pretty decent. I mean, is it photorealistic? No. Do you need it to be photorealistic? No. You need it to be fun. And if it's not fun, who cares what it looks like? Could look great, but if it's boring and a piece of crap to play, then you don't want it. There you go. WTF, where's the fun? I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I don't know what they're going to do with all this stuff. I know they're probably not going to be making discs with the entire game on them anymore. That's one thing to worry about for preservation and all of that. But really, what I'm worried about more than anything else is where's the fun? If there's no fun in the games, then what's the point? Why buy them? Why get the new consoles? They're going to be more expensive than ever. Games are more expensive than ever. Everyone's more than willing to pay that if it's fun, if you can enjoy yourself. That's the point. So I'm not enjoying myself right now because I have no idea where I'm supposed to fly. I'm just kind of flying around talking. So anyways, that's probably enough yapping for right now. I thought I would just get on and do my 2 cents.
Right behind him.
Right behind who? Hang on. Maybe I won't sign off if I can find somebody else to shoot. Yeah, these games are a little bit story-driven too, so it's not just the action. You kind of have to know where you're going. I probably missed it while I was talking. Somebody said fly here and I didn't hear it. So I'm just cruising around in my fighter jet. Good times. So anyways, yeah, like I said, who knows what's going to happen in the future, but it just better be fun or else we're in for another one of those video game crashes. That wasn't because of E.T., you know, the old crash of the 80s. It wasn't because of E.T., and it wasn't necessarily Atari's fault or anything like that. They just lost sight of the reason why people like this as a pastime, as a recreation, as something they like to do. It's because it's fun. You had a flood of games with low quality. Prices were going up. People didn't want to pay for it anymore. They don't want to pay for garbage games that aren't fun. Pretty simple. I mean, look at some of the games recently that have been really, really popular. Stuff that my kids were playing mostly, like, you know, Gorilla Tag or what the heck is that? Among Us and stuff. They're not graphically intense. There's nothing groundbreaking about it, but it was fun. They liked it because of the fun. There you go. Bottom line, man. Bottom line. Gotta be fun. If it's not fun, why do it? When it comes to games and stuff, you got enough stuff in life that's not fun. This is supposed to be fun. So, anyways, I guess I will sign off at this point. I think something's going on. He's at his 6. I'm looking at the radar. I have no clue. Whatever. That was the point of this video. Wasn't to play games. It was to just talk for a few minutes. So anyways, everybody, I'm been away for quite some time. I'm thinking of possibly being able to come back and do some videos. So if you like this kind of thing, I was thinking of tweaking the Funner Run, where I'm looking primarily at retro games, and part of it is how playable it is without being online. So I'll say whether it's fun or run, but also say whether you have to subscribe, join things, etc. How easy is it to get the game? How easy is it to just pop it in an old retro console and actually play it? That'll factor into the fun factor for sure. So maybe we'll do that. Give me a thumbs up or some comments down below. Let me know if there's some games that you think would be good, if that's a good idea, if you think that would work. I don't know. I've been busy and doing lots of things the last few years and slowing down a little bit now, so maybe it's time to jump back in and show some love to some of these old retro games that you can still play and have, the most important thing, fun playing. So, till next time, everybody, I'm Chad the Gaming Dad, and remember, you never outgrow video games, even if video games completely changes and isn't what you used to see. So, who knows? But we'll see you later, everybody. So long. Hey, thanks everybody for sticking with me and watching the entire video. I hope you liked it. The best way to help out the channel is to leave a like, leave a comment, and tell your friends. If you'd like to support the channel further, there are links in the description. But otherwise, always remember that you never outgrow video games. My name's Chad the Gaming Dad, and we'll see you on the next one. So long, everybody.